You and I can do plenty of business together.
Muy bien.
You and I can do plenty of business together.
Good evening, Daniel.
Mayor Thompson, I'm surprised to see you at the Dunbar Club.
It's Bill to my friends.
Is it wise, Bill, for the mayor to be seen in an illegal gambling establishment?
I don't know, Daniel. This is Chicago. There's a chance it might win me the election by a landslide. I wanted to come by in person to say I was sorry to hear about your father.
Thank you. He did his best, supporting his family and community as long as he could.
You think he would have given free funeral services to every other family in the Second Ward?
It's my parlor, my business. It's what he would have wanted. It's a family trade.
Doesn't sound like business at all. Not one that lasts long, anyway.
It's a loan. How would it be if we weren't able to bury our father when the time came? People need this.
Like they need your hooch and whores and illegal policy rackets? Of course, I don't know any of that.
It's as savory as your business, Mr. Mayor. I think I'm the more honest of the two of us.
I'm going to be honest with you now. Jackson the businessman is smarter than Jackson the humanitarian. I'd like to speak to him, please.
I'll check if he's in. What's your request?
I have some issues in my administration at the moment. There's an opportunist, Mr. Jerry Johnson, who doesn't share my vision for the city. He's threatening to go to the papers. I'd like you to stop him before he impacts my re-election campaign. Just scare him. Nothing too extreme.
How much can the city spare for this important work?
I thought you had the interests of the community at heart. Aren't I the community?
Why doesn't the community put its hand in its pocket and see how much it has to spare?
I'll give you...
You do think I'm a charity?
Bet it on the wheel. You might get lucky.
The wheel might be more generous than you when it comes to giving me what I want.
Is this about me endorsing you as committeeman for the Second Ward? Daniel the humanitarian, sure, but Daniel the businessman.
It's fine when Daniel the businessman needs to get his hands dirty.
Well, that is his business. Now is not the right time. With the election, we need discretion.
Fine. I'll take care of your opportunist. Hand over the cash.
You help me, I help you. That's the deal. Call me when it's done. You can trust me, Daniel. Now, is there a back door out of here?
Sure. Let me show you out.
Welcome to Chicago. Let's have a look around. Chicago is a dangerous place, and in order to survive, you're gonna need to learn how to fight. Fortunately, I know right where you can find one.
Okay.
This joint belongs to Ronnie O'Neal. He calls himself the boss of the Meat Packers gang. His thugs aren't going to know what hit them.
All right.
In Empire of Sin, combat is turn-based. The queue of characters waiting to take their turn is above, and the turn order is decided by a character's initiative step. If enemies are allied with a boss, that boss is also shown under their portrait. The action bar is below. In combat, you can move or choose an action from the action bar. Some act...
Assholes!
Each character has 2 action points, or AP. Generally, each action takes 1 AP. Extended moves, special weapons, and some abilities take 2 AP.
All right. That is unfortunate. Got him.
Using cover is vital to your survival. Or half cover, represented by a half shield. You can be flanked by the enemy and lose...
Moving.
Call a doc!
There could be no other end.
When you win a racket, you have several options. Let's take this place over and make it, and let's make this a speakeasy. Taking a place over costs less than buying it outright, and it's free to keep the racket type the same. Now this racket's yours, and that's how it's done. You want something? Take it. You got 4 different ways you can class up the joint, starting with security. The information panel to the... You can rush the upgrade by selecting the rush button. Go ahead and do that now. Since you got a stage, get yourself a band. Upgrading ambience improve. Go ahead and rush the band too. I'm sure they're used to it. Select rush. That's what I'm talking about. Looks great. Now, let's get out of here. You got other work to do.
All right.
The gunfire attracted some of the local criminal talent, and they're looking for work. As your empire grows, you'll gain access to bigger and better hired guns, too. Notice
long
that
as the
your
money
members have
comes
to
in.
take their price for working with you. The take is based on a percentage of your total earnings. And gangsters range from professional hitmen to shockingly wayward criminals. They have opinions about the people they work. You'll find gangsters looking for work out in the world and in the Black Book. We'll take a look at that later. As you become more powerful, you'll gain access to more hardened, skilled gangsters. Now, hire your second crew member.
Gracias.
Now you got yourself a squad. Just in time, too. Your new speakeasy isn't gonna last long without alcohol. It's the resource that makes your world go round. Just so happens Ronnie O'Neill's got a brewery close by. Let's take it over. Zoom out to the world map to see where it is.
Got a problem. Your history.
The meat packers were expecting
Let's
them.
get rolling, baby.
Hopefully, they've also expected their funerals.
We reap what we sow. There could be no other end.
You're gonna need more than a few guns to take out Ronnie and his guards. Luckily, the black market's got everything you need. Now that you're in the shop window, it's time to get yourself some provisions. Check this. Leave the shop when you have what you need. Now, take over Ronnie's brewery to let him know who's boss.
As you command.
You need to move out there. Breweries are well guarded, and this...
Okay. Gotcha.
Damn it! Call it Doc! Oh.
Entendido. What the fuck?
Got him. Got him. Ah, gotcha.
Understood. Of course.
Moving.
All right. There could be no other end.
Take this racket over too. Breweries are critical to your empire. Each brewery can supply alcohol to a small number of rackets. It's free to set up a racket of the same type you took over. It'll cost you to re-out that racket as something else. Select brewery.
You've been taking my rackets, Jackson, and I ain't too fucking happy about it. You should stick to working with stiffs. This is pointless. When you decide you want to talk face to face, you know where to find me.
Step outside the brewery.
All right.
Sit-downs with another boss is serious business. They usually take place in a boss's racket. They can take place in safe houses, too. Zoom out to the world map to find Ronnie's safe house.
All right. Okay.
I heard you were half a saint, Daniel. Racketeering doesn't suit you. You got the wrong type of hat.
I'm far from saintly.
Right. You've been stealing my rackets. And saints ain't usually thieves. But if you don't learn to play by the rules, you're gonna be seeing angels fucking soon.
I see death every day, Ronnie. If you want to scare me, you'll have to try harder.
Is that right? You might want to watch what you say. I ain't afraid of getting the floors dirty.
I'd rather you didn't. They're gonna be my floors soon.
You surprised me, Jackson. You got edge. So I'm gonna give you one more chance. Give me back my rackets, or you're gonna find out firsthand just how deep Lake Michigan goes. What's it gonna be?
You'll say I'm old-fashioned, but I'd much rather settle this the traditional way.
If it's fisticuffs you want, Daniel, then I'll tell you what. It's your funeral.
Doubtful. Understood. No open casket for you. Ashes to ashes.
Got him.
Move.
Let's get rolling, baby.
I'm on it.
Assholes. They got me.
As you wish. There could be no other end.
Congratulations, you got your first safe house. Defend it at all costs. Your safe house, like everything else, your safe house needs security. It also has a small brewery in case the feds shut down everything else. You can upgrade it. Right now, you'll need to do the legwork, but eventually, you'll get an underboss. One last thing. To keep tabs on your empire, open the Empire Overview screen.
As you command.
This is your empire at a glance. Everything you need is here, and it goes pretty deep. You can see things like who runs the neighborhood, what people are drinking versus what you're serving, what others in the neighborhood are up to. You can see opportunity too. Optimize alcohol, get an underboss and an advisor, add some synergy bonuses. When you're ready, select the Racket tab. The Racket tab shows every racket you know about, including those owned by others. You can see what level of upgrade they're at and compare your own. Now, select Customer. The Customer tab shows how well you're doing filling your rackets with customers. You can increase customers by upgrading your word-of-mouth advertising, locating next to other rackets, or improving your ambience. Next, open the Finance screen. The Finance tab gives you an overview of everything you're making and spending. Last, select Alcohol. The Alcohol tab gives you an overview on what's being made and where. You can see your upgrades here as well, and how they can be improved. Looks like you just got a mission. Get a better look of here. You can see a list of active missions, as well as each mission's requirements. Close the mission screen. You need to get moving. Get a crew. Get rackets, fortify them, make allies and enemies. So, what now? Well, that's up to you, boss. You got the tools to take over this city. How you do? This is the Diplomacy screen. As you meet other bosses, you can see at a glance how... This is where you can go to set up sit-downs with other bosses. You can trade, set up a standing order of alcohol, set up a business arrangement, and set up pacts, among other things. Police have their own set of actions here, different from other bosses. You can bribe them, bail your crew out of jail, and even get the cops. Non-aggression pacts and protection pacts are used. Here you can see your history with this boss, as well as what they've got in their... Here you can see how you're ranked against other factions by strength, cash, alcohol, and racket.